The morning after the mysterious billionaire arrived in Makondo, the village woke up earlier than usual. The news had spread everywhere. People talked about it while drawing water from the wells. They talked about it while working in the fields. And they talked about it loudly in the busy market square. A wealthy man had arrived. Not just wealthy, a billionaire. His name was Daniel Kofi Mensah, and no one in the village could stop talking about him. Some villagers believed he had come to buy land. Others said he wanted to build hotels and businesses. But no matter the reason, everyone knew his arrival meant something important, especially for those who dreamed of a better life. Then suddenly, Lola saw him. Near the guest house, the tall businessman stepped outside. Even in the heat of the morning sun, he wore an elegant navy suit. His shoes were polished perfectly, and the watch on his wrist shined brightly. Daniel Kofi Mensah, the billionaire. The man many people in Makondo were already whispering about. Lola's heart began beating faster. "That must be him," she whispered. Lila glanced over briefly. "Yes," she said calmly. "That must be the man everyone is talking about." But Lila quickly returned to the vegetables she was buying. To her, the stranger was simply another traveler. But Lola continued staring. Her mind was already racing with possibilities. A billionaire, right here in Makondo. It felt like fate had opened a door, and Lola was determined to walk through it. As the twins walked past the guest house, something unexpected happened. Daniel noticed them. His eyes followed them for a moment. He had never seen two women who looked so identical. They walked side by side with the same posture, the same graceful steps, the same elegant braided hairstyles. For a moment, Daniel looked confused. Then he smiled politely. "Good morning," he said. Lila immediately returned the greeting. "Good morning, sir." But Lola's smile was different, slower, more deliberate. She studied him carefully. His watch, his shoes, his confident posture. Every detail confirmed what she already believed. This man was not just rich, he was extremely rich. Daniel spoke with the twins for a few minutes before continuing toward the village road. But something interesting happened as he walked away. He turned his head slightly, and his eyes rested on Lila. There was something peaceful about her presence, something genuine, something rare. Daniel had met many people in his life, many who chased money, many who tried to impress him. But Lila seemed completely different. She spoke naturally, without trying to impress anyone, without knowing who he really was. And that honesty caught his attention immediately. But Lola noticed something too. She noticed the way he looked at her sister, and suddenly, a burning feeling began rising inside her chest. Jealousy. Later that evening, the sisters sat outside their home, watching the sunset. The sky glowed with deep shades of orange and gold. Lila seemed relaxed, peaceful, but Lola could not stop thinking. Finally, she broke the silence. "Did you see the way he looked at you today?" Lila looked confused. "Who?" "The billionaire," Lola said impatiently. "Daniel." Lila shrugged slightly. He was just being polite. But Lola shook her head. No, that was not politeness. That was interest. Lila laughed softly. "You imagine too many things." But Lola's eyes narrowed, because for the first time, she began to realize something dangerous. If that rich man liked Lila, then Lila might become the wealthiest woman in Makondo. The thought made Lola feel sick. Why should her sister have that life? Why should Lila be the lucky one? That night, long after the entire village had gone to sleep, Lola sat alone in front of the cracked mirror inside their small home. The lantern beside her flickered softly. She stared at her reflection carefully. Then she whispered quietly to herself, "We are twins. We look exactly the same." Slowly, a bold and dangerous idea began forming in her mind. If Daniel liked Lila, maybe she could become Lila. Maybe she could pretend to be her sister. After all, no one could tell them apart. And if she succeeded, she could become the richest woman in the entire village. Lola slowly smiled, and in that moment, her dangerous plan truly began.